on the call. Okay, hello. For those that I do not know, my name is Abby Farr. I am the Senior Manager of Event Engagement at BTN, which basically means I am the point person for the Hosted Buyer Program for Business Travel Show America. And so for those who I haven't met, we'll get to know each other real soon. And so also joining me on this call is I have my colleague, Felicia. Felicia, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yep. Hi all. Yeah, I'm Felicia and I am the event audience and hosted by recruitment director over here in the UK. I may have already spoken to some of you for Business Travel Show Europe coming up next week, but if I haven't, yeah, great to meet you all and looking forward to seeing you all in October.
Perfect. So Felicia kind of takes point on the Business Travel Show Europe, and I take more point on the Hosted Buyer Program for Business Travel Show America, but we help each other for both of the events. So we thought it'd be good to have both faces on the call for today. All right, so let's dive in, shall we? So, what is the Hosted Buyer Partner Program? This is a unique opportunity that was created to help make sure that the people you want to see at Business Travel Show America are at Business Travel Show America. So it's basically an opportunity for you to engage with any key prospects or clients, send them a unique registration link. And so when they register, you'll be able to see that they've registered and you'll be able to see that they're attending as part of your group, for lack of a better word. We try to make this super easy and seamless. We try to make it give you some different email templates, give you all the information you need. So hopefully when you're talking to your customers and they're showing an interest in it, you have everything you need to just send them the information for the show. Next slide, if you don't mind, Felicia. Awesome. Okay, so we'll get into a little bit how it works and the specifics of the program, but I wanted to take a step back and talk about hosted buyers as that program as a whole. So for those who are new, this is our second year doing Business Travel Show America. We have something really unique called the Hosted Buyer Program. Now, what that means is that the BTN group will pay up to $400 in transportation costs and not airfare, 2 nights hotel, and then some other additional details so that these buyers can attend BTSA severely discounted, and registration is also free. So we just think it's a cool opportunity so that finance restraints on any companies is not a limitation or a barrier to entry for this event. So with that being said, I'm going to go over the kind of criteria of what it means to be a hosted buyer. So there's a list of job titles. We're basically just looking for people in corporate travel management, procurement, meetings and events, HR, finance, our usual kind of buyer types. And then in order to qualify for a hosted buyer, we need you to be based in North America. So US, Canada, and Mexico. We're looking for a minimum of $5 million in US or $5 million USD T&E spend annually. And then we're also just wanting to, again, reiterate the type of roles and responsibilities we're looking for. So if the buyers that you have in mind fulfill that criteria, then they can apply to be a part of the Hosted Buyer Program. Okay, next slide. I think I go into more detail about. Perfect, here we go. So this is where, if they're accepted to the Hosted Buyer Program, here's some more details on what exactly they get as part of the program. So like I mentioned, complimentary registration, up to $400 towards transportation. So that could be airline tickets, rail, Ubers, the 2-night stay at a hotel, which I mentioned previously. This year, which is new, we are going to introduce shuttles from the hosted buyer hotels to the Javits Center. So all of our hotels are in the Times Square area, so there will be shuttles specifically for the hosted buyers to and from the Javits. We have the hosted buyer welcome event on the evening of October 13th. It's just a fun way to kick off the show. Lots of great networking, music, food. We're at this really great venue that has miniature golf. Super fun event. We had a lot of fun with that last year. And then continental breakfast and lunch for the hosted buyers while they're at the show. And then this is kind of what we're really excited about is the hosted buyer lounge. So this is a specific area on the expo floor that only hosted buyers have access to. No sponsors, no other exhibitors, just hosted buyers. So this is where they'll come in between their meetings if they want to take a break, have a quick conference call while they have their lunches. It's just a really easy way to keep them engaged and on the expo floor. And it's also a great benefit for them. So what we ask in return is attending a lot of the things I mentioned earlier. I won't reiterate that. Attending the Innovation Face-Off each morning. And then we are asking for 10 15-minute appointments. So this is the same as last year. Each hosted buyer with the exhibitor of their choice can schedule an appointment, minimum 15 minutes, and we're asking them to complete 10 of those over the 2 days of the show in exchange for being a hosted buyer. Okay, next slide, please, Felicia. Okay, so that's basically everything about the hosted buyer program. What it means to be a hosted buyer partner is this is offered exclusively to the exhibitors at Business Travel Show America. And like I said earlier, this is just a way to make sure any clients or prospects that you think might be interested or a good candidate for the hosted buyer program. This is just a way of equipping y'all to make sure that they help get that information, and because we want to see them on the expo floor. So, oh, Felicia, I think this is your slide, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. You jump in.
No worries. Yeah, so you can run through how to successfully invite your buyers to the show. So as Abby mentioned, we've created a hosted buyer toolkit to help support your recruitment and make it as easy as possible for you to invite your clients and prospects to attend. The most important thing to be successful, I would say, to start inviting your prospects as early as you can. The sooner you begin reaching out, the more time you kind of have to build interest with them, follow up, and secure those key buys that you want at the show. So inside the toolkit, you'll find email invite templates. So these cover different touch points. So it will include initial invitation email and reminder emails to encourage registrations. You can personalize these as you wish. You can send directly to your clients, but the base information of everything the buyers need to know is included in these email invite templates. Please also ensure that you are including your unique link in the email invite templates so you can monitor who is in attendance under your group. It also includes logos and an email signature, so you can use these to promote your attendance at the show on LinkedIn or any other social media channels you wish. Alongside that, there is also a hosted buyer partner guide. So this has all the key information you need to know about the program, being a hosted buyer partner, timelines, and just how everything essentially works. We do really encourage you to try and make full use of the toolkit and start sending out your invites as early as you can. Just a few other things to note as well. Acceptance is on a first come, first serve basis. So if or once capacity is reached, places will close. There is no limit on the number of buyers that you can invite to apply. So the more, the merrier. And if your client isn't suitable for the fully hosted buyer program, or they don't wish to attend in that capacity, there are also semi-hosted and visitor buyer options available for them. And you can find all the details of all the options available on the website. We also have a guide to access GES. So I'm going to stop sharing this presentation and log into GES so you can view how that looks.
And for those not familiar, GES is the platform we use so that you can track who all has accepted your invitations and registered on your behalf using your unique registration code. So this is after you invite buyers, this is where you'll go to track everyone's progress.
Yeah, so if everyone can see that, so this is in the emails we sent to you when the partner program launched. So you'll be able to find your login link to GES included in those emails. So yeah, once you're logged in, this will take you straight to the main dashboard, which looks like this. From there, everything related to hosted buyers and your partner activity sits under the guest tab, which is here on the left-hand side. So as buyers start registering through your link, they will automatically appear under this guests tab. So you can export your group details at any time. Once people start to register, you can just press select all and then press export all. And then you'll get information like name, company, location, email address. Just the base information. Just a quick note as well. So if someone is still pending, they haven't been approved as a hosted buyer, or they decide to cancel their attendance, they will still show in this section, but we'll make sure to send you regular updates. So you'll always have the most up-to-date confirmed list, and we'll inform you if anyone does cancel or wasn't approved onto the program. So then moving on, so under registration links. So this is where you will find your unique link highlighted here. So this is what you'll be sharing with your clients and prospect invite lists. The same link is also included in your launch email too that we sent out a few weeks ago. But if you need quick access, it is under registration links. And then registration form. So you can customize the front page of the hosted buyer registration. So you can add your own logo or image under upload image here. Or you could even include a short personalized message. So when someone clicks your link, they'll see a little pop-up with your branding and whatever message you choose to write, which is always a nice touch. So I would recommend to do this so your buyers have a nice little personalized message from you. It is all fairly straightforward, but as mentioned, your marketing toolkit also includes a GES instruction guide if you need any extra support or step-by-step guidance on how to use it. I can start sharing the PowerPoint again.
Perfect. Thanks, Felicia. So I know we threw a ton of information out there. We wanted to leave a good chunk of time at the end if anybody has any questions, or if there's anything you want us to go back over that we didn't quite cover as clearly. You can either drop them in the chat or come off mute if you want to.
I think there's one question in the chat asking if they're limited to how many guests they can invite. Yep.
Great question. No, there is no limit. So you are welcome to invite as many people as you want. We don't have a limit on that. So great question. Anything else?
Yes, actually, how are you guys? I have another question. So when I joined, you guys were already speaking about the hosted buyers, but I wanted to, like, if you guys could please like define what a hosted buyer is, like.
What is a hosted buyer?
Yes, please.
Sure. So part of Business Travel Show America is we have this program that we're calling the Hosted Buyer Program. What that means is that North Star is covering for certain travel costs and hotel costs for a small number of buyers that meet a certain criteria to attend the show. So if they meet a minimum 5 million T&E spend, if they're based in North America, and if they fall under procurement, meetings and events, corporate travel, HR, finance, kind of our typical titles that we all work with, then they can apply. And if they're accepted, they get to be part of the hosted buyer program. Now, what that means is they get complimentary 2-day registration. They get up to $400 towards their travel reimbursement costs. So that could be airfare, Ubers, rail, if they're close enough to New York City. They get 2 nights stay at a hotel in Times Square. They will get access to the hosted buyer shuttles running to and from the Javits Center from their hotels on the mornings and the afternoons of the show. They will get an invitation to the Hosted Buyer Welcome event. That is going to be the evening of October 13th to help kind of kick off the show, a great networking opportunity for exclusively to hosted buyers. And then they will also get access to the Hosted Buyer Lounge. And so that is a designated space on the expo floor that they will have their lunches. They can take a break in between their meetings if they need to step away to take a call real quick. It's a dedicated area with tables, chairs, outlets, beverages, food, snacks, just for them to keep them on the expo floor and keep them engaged with the show.
Okay.
And so in exchange for all of that they receive, we're asking, in addition to attendance and making sure they attend Innovation Face Off and the welcome event, we're asking them to commit to 10 appointments while they're at the expo. So they get to pick with the exhibitors of their choice, but they're required to do a minimum of 10 appointments.
Okay, so that's basically what it is. So they require to do 10 appointments, and
Yes.
then that's part of the. Okay. Oh no, I
Yes.
thought that yeah, the word buyer was a little confusing to me, but I understood.
Okay, gotcha. And so then what we're talking about as the partner program that's available to all of you exhibitors on the call is if there's someone you think would be a good candidate for this event or for this program that you really want to see at Business Travel Show America, this is just an opportunity to help get you the information so you can extend an invite to them
Nice.
and to just help
That's
spread the word about this program.
That's great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Great question.
Abby, there was just one more question in the chat from Elizabeth. Is it just TMCs that offer buyers the hosted buyer program?
No, this is open to all exhibitors. So there's airlines, TMCs, technology companies, car rental, any exhibitors at Business Travel Show America are invited to participate in this program. But you have to be an exhibitor. This is not open to all suppliers.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And another question that we've had last year is we have certain companies that are getting ready to send out invites and they want to know exactly who is already registered. So while we can't send out individual names because for GDPR reasons, we can send out the list of companies who are already currently registered. So if you ever have a question before you want to send out a massive invitations to make sure you're not inviting people who are already attending the show, you can shoot an email to hosted@businesstravelshowamerica.com. That goes out to the entire hosted buyer team. And we can run the updated list of the companies currently attending the show just to help, maybe if it helps narrow down who you want to invite. Awesome. Well, if y'all have any other questions regarding the hosted buyer program, the hosted buyer partner program, anything revolving around how buyers participate in the show, how they apply, the registration process, the hosted buyer team is going to be your best resource for all of those things. So thank you, Dom, for putting in the chat. That is our email that goes out to the entire team. And so that is where you'll get the quickest response from us. So I would definitely save that email to your contact book. But Felicia, any other closing words before we wrap up on your end?
No, nothing else for me.
Awesome. Well, we just want to thank you all for being an exhibitor. We're really excited to come back bigger and better for year 2. We've already gotten so many great ideas and insights, and we're going to grow, and we're just going to keep making this event better and better. So thank you all for joining. We will send out a copy of this deck and recording to all of you on the call. And then we will also send out the hosted buyer program overview, which has all of these details in an easy PDF document.
Awesome.
Did I just see a hand go up, or am I reading my teams wrong? Did someone have a question? Okay, well, maybe I missaw a notification. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for coming, and I hope you have a good rest of